What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm a little hesitant. I was missing Rob back. I'm also pouring my last beer for the night. We'll see if it's the last beer. I don't know. If I don't go to bed pretty soon, my wife will be pretty upset at me. So if I start stuttering a little bit and rumbling a little bit, if I cut out, I'm gonna blame it all on the Bud Light tonight. Oh, man, it was a hell of a game. Crazy. Like in the words of Rob, Jekyll and Hyde compared to the last game. I can't remember the score of the last game, like 30-3 or 30-6, and just nothing could go right for the Washington football team. And this was the complete opposite. Washington played real good from the get-go. Rob had a game plan. He stuck with it. I kind of had to change my game plan up. His secondary played a lot better on the deep routes. I kind of had to change it up and take a lot more short, middle-range routes. It was just a really good game. I expect this is kind of how our game's going to be the rest of the way out. Rob's always been a great player, no matter which team he plays on. If you hear somebody meow, it's my cat, Louise. She's sitting on my lap. She just couldn't stand it. I wouldn't let her sit on my lap during the game, so now she's sitting on my lap. Yeah, I kind of expect this out of Rob. Man, Rob's way too good, and he's got a lot of talent. Probably one of the best, if not the best receiver in the OMFL. He can really play with any quarterback. Haskins. He makes Haskins look like the new coming of Aaron Rodgers or something like that. He just plays really great with him. So we'll look at some stats real quick. We'll look at some highlights real quick and see where we're going with. We'll look at the Cowboys first. Mitch probably played his best game as a Cowboy. Like I said, you can kind of tell right here, 30 for 34 passing, 325 yards. 88% completion percentage, which you can attribute to a lot to the short out routes, in routes. I don't think I ran any slants. I could be wrong. Maybe one slant. Most of them were just out routes, in routes. I threw some 5-yard in and out routes. I threw some 10, 15-yard ones. I didn't really, he took away the deep part. I tried to get Coop deep a few times. The very first of the game, you can see the one interception right here. I tried to take advantage of the deep one. And Chase Young just knocked my block off, so I threw the ball. He got a pick. Really changed the game. His longest pass is 32 yards. That just shows you how good of a defense Rob was playing tonight. We'll go to rushing. This is a telltale sign. I still had 111 yards rushing his team on 28 rushes. Zeke, 20 for 67, 3.3 yards. I think his longest might have been 15 yards, and he had two 10-plus yard runs in that last drive. That just shows you, man, he had Zeke locked down all game. Pollard is my scat back. Pollard is the guy that I do put up against, I guess you'd say, like, lesser fronts. Like, if I'm going to do a shotgun run, for the most part, I know I'm telling my strategy now. It's going to be Pollard. A lot of times, like a single back slot formation, I put Pollard in. I'll try to, like, 2nd and 10, I'll try to get 5-6 yards, try to get into that comfortable third down range. So his just always looks better than Zeke. Zeke just churns out those tough yards, and it just doesn't show on paper what he does for this team. He does have 2 touchdowns, 2 broke tackles. Pollard has a fumble, and I'm trying to remember what fumble he had. Oh, the kickoff. Yeah, we'll go to that one. Receiving, Lamb shows up again. 4th out of 5 games, he's had 100 yards. 9 receptions, 112, 2 touchdowns. Cooper, 5 for 85 and a touchdown. Jarwin, 5 for 51. That's probably his best game of the season. I don't think he's had that many receptions all year. Pittman, 4 for 43. Pittman had some really huge catches during that game. Zeke, 2 for 2. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get him going. Johnson will never catch a fucking, excuse my language, catch again. He's fumbled twice. I think he's only touched the ball like 10 times all season. He's fumbled twice. Schultz, 2 for 10 and a touchdown. Perryman, 1 for 5. Pollard, 1 for 12. You can see the receptions average, after catch average. None of them real great. Lamb, probably because he catches some shorter and runs with them. He did have one drop. I want to say, yes, it was. I hit him. He was on a corner route. We might, if they let the play, I bet they won't have a replay for the play. He was in spread formation. He's running a corner route. The way I read the defense, he doesn't have a cornerback actually on him. So I'm like, well, I can hit a quick pass. I hit the quick pass, and Landon Collins just knocks his head off, and he drops the ball. So we'll attribute to that one. Bradley Hankins, my import, allows a sack. It was kind of my own. It was right before the half. I stepped up to try to make a pass and got sacked and fumbled the ball. We go to the Cowboys defense, Xavier Woods and Anthony Brown, Nate Van Der Esch, 4 tackles apiece. Solo tackles, you go to total tackles. Van Der Esch, Carl Joseph, Awuzie, Brown, Woods, everybody's in there. Jalen Smith, Buchanan probably played his best game. I had to match up speed for speed, so Alfonso came out, Buchanan went in. Tackles for loss, I didn't have many. Van Der Esch, 2 of those. That's user linebacker getting those. McCoy, Brown. I think Brown might have been on a stretch play. No, it was not a stretch play. It was a screen play that he just read really well. No sacks. Carl Joseph did have a really good pick. It wasn't even a bad pass. It was just I hit the quarterback, and the ball just kind of floated a little bit. He actually got more under it than I thought he would, but he did float it. Joseph made a play and actually returned it. That was a huge play for me. We'll see the replay here in a few minutes. That was a huge play. I really needed that. Pass deflections. Xavier Woods with 2, Joseph with 1, Jalen Smith 1, Anthony Brown. That should have been a pick. I thought I really had a pick on that play. And Trayvon Diggs with 1. Kicking Zerline, we didn't ask for much. He kicked a field goal right at the end of regulation, which was a huge kick to send to overtime. Made all his extra points. Did not have to punt the ball. Just 1 turnover. Pollard returned 5 kicks for 113 yards. He did have a fumble. Nothing special. And we'll go look at the football team. Haskins played a really good game. Like I said, outside that 1 interception, I bet you 5 or 6 of these passes were throwaways. Yeah, I don't. He played a really clean cut game. Don't let that completion percentage fool you. 64%. He was probably closer to 75 if you take away the throwaways. Really good game all around. His longest was 31. Both defenses really took away the deep ball. Gibson ran the ball real well. Don't let 13 for 60, but he gashed my defense. I think he might have had 2 or 3 ones where he got stopped in the backfield. So you can go ahead and take that like 10 for 60, 9 for 60. He averaged 6 to 7 yards a carry. He was running really well. Love got stopped a couple times in the backfield, but I think 11 of the 14 yards were on one play. Go to receiving. McLaurin, that might have been the best I've ever played against him. He just seemed he wanted to go different places. McLaurin 5 for 89, Gibson 5 for 30, Sims 4 for 30. Waring was a beast in the red zone. Man, I don't know how Rob does it. It seems like almost like a jump ball, and Waring just comes down with it. He's a beast. He made 2 tiptoe catches in the end zone. Hell of a tight end. Coulter with 3 for 24. Thaddeus got some weapons, and Gills 1 for 7. McLaurin 1 drop. I'm really not sure what the drop was. I can't remember. We'll have to go back and look at that. Of course, nobody messed up blocking for his team. Defensively, Randolph. We'll just go to the total tackles. Randolph, Holcomb, Hudson, Peters, Chase Young. You look at the thing, only 2 tackles for loss. That's kind of shocking because I swear I was getting hit in the backfield quite a bit. Bernstein with the sack. I'm not sure. Bernstein, he must be an import maybe. I'm not really sure. Interception, Landon Collins. Man, he picked that one play off, and I thought it was going to go all the way back. Forced fumbles. Landon Collins, Bernstein. Hamilton's the one who, if I'm not mistaken, who did it on the kickoff. He knocked the shit out of Pollard. Fumble return for 7. I don't think it'll actually show it. Let me see if it'll show it. I bet it don't. It's weird like that on kick return. Kicking. 1 for 2. He did miss one early in the game. I would like to ask him if it was attributed to internet or not, but it was from 50 plus. Hold on one second. I'm messaging Rob back. Okay. On the bright side, Rob said there's no game scheduled for tomorrow. It should be all out of the way for tonight. Punting, kick return, Cordell Patterson actually returned 1 to like 31 one time. Got really good field position. And we'll go to the team stats real fast. Just glance over them. 436 total offense to 353 for the Redskins. 111. Yeah, that looks good, but it's very inefficient. 111 yards. 73 yards rushing for the Redskins, 325 passes for the Cowboys, 280 for the Redskins, 24 first downs to 18 first downs. That shows attribution to the shorter passing game that we were both having to play. You got turnovers. He won the turnover margin 1 to 2. I really hate turning the ball over. Here you go, third down conversion, 9 for 11 for me, 7 for 11 for him, 1 for 1 for both of us in fourth down, 6 for 6 in red zone for me, 4 for 4 for him. Possession time, really not that far. Man, it was just a really good game. We'll go over some of the highlights real fast and see what it gives us. And I won't try to make it as crazy because I know that like the longer I talk, the more I just ramble on. Let me take a drink of Bud Light. And tonight's recap is sponsored by Bud Light and Bud Light accessories. All right. Let's see here. This would be your kickoff right here, which was a hell of a play. And this was not a, if I'm not mistaken, I wouldn't speak for Rob. I don't think this was a user hit stick. I think it was a computer just knocked the shit out of him. Bam. I mean, that might even be targeting in today's NFL. Let's take a look at that one more time. Pollard, I'm trying to follow the 80. I'm trying to follow Perriman's block, which is horrible because Perriman's a speed receiver. And the guy he's blocking lays the hammer on Pollard. And of all those people that come up, the fastest rascal of the whole group, Burnett, picks up the ball, returns it back. That's a killer. I'm down 10-0 at that point. Yes, 10-0. I'm kind of pressing here. I know that you're not supposed to. I know that I preach people, stay composed, stay with your offense. I run a spread look. If I'm not mistaken, I'm looking for... I thought I was looking for Cooper. I actually think I was throwing it to Lamb real deep. It was just a forced one, but guess who it is? It's Chase Young off the edge. Is that who that is? It's not Chase Young. Sweat. Sorry, Josh Sweat, if I'm not mistaken. The Josh Sweat gets there, gets pressure, beats Lyle Collins off the thing, puts pressure. It's kind of a floater, man, and Collins gets it. Returns back to 35. Luckily, at this point, 0 yards on a rush, incomplete, or for 1 yard. He does miss a 50-yard field goal on that play. 2 yards, penalty, go all the way up. Mitch Trubisky, sorry, that's the Bud Light speaking. There's a play right here. I was trying to mix him up. It is an ace bunch. I'm trying to bite him to see if he's going to play for the run. He really doesn't. He runs like a 4-3 offset. And I think I just get Schultz here. Everybody kind of backs off deep in the end zone, and Schultz is just wide open right there in a little slot. I probably could have went to him or Jarwin. We'll look at that real fast. Right there. Really could have went to both. I think if I go to Jarwin, that linebacker maybe makes a play or the safety. I play it safe. You look at both receivers going kind of like corner routes right here. It's really not my cup of tea. So I do go to Dalton Schultz right there. Luckily, nobody takes a hit. I get a touchdown. It's 7-10. We'll look at this one right here. 17-yard pass to Sims. Right there, man. Man, I sure thought Jalen Smith's gonna make a play on that. Jalen Smith's superstar ability is being in kind of a zone and playing in it. He just reads it wrong, plays behind him. Heck of a catch by Sims. Heck of a pass by Rob. That's in the first quarter. We'll go ahead and go to the second quarter. Just kind of recap some stuff real fast. Right here, him to McLaurin. If I can't remember exactly where he goes this one. The corner's right there. If I'm not mistaken, maybe it's a corner route. Nope. He's going to go right over the top. Sends him right to the corner. There's just nothing you can do about that, man. It's just a great pass. The tight end. Just a pretty jump ball. I mean, you look at Xavier Woods makes a hit on him. Just a really good play. He gets both feet down. You can look at it. We'll zoom in for the zoom in on this one. Both feet down. Hey, that's a touchdown all day long. All right, we drive down the field. We're down at this point. We're down 17-7. We drove down the field here. If I'm not mistaken, this is first down. Yeah, first down. I want to say this is going to be an out route. It is an out route. Lamb kicks it upfield and dives to the pylon. Gets it. touchdown. Lamb has really progressed as a receiver this year. Here we go right here, 3rd and 11. Like I said, if you want to look at this on the way, it would have been like a log punt if it hadn't been such a return. But you're from the 36-yard line, 35, 36-yard line. It's a cover. No, it's a cover 2 man. And it just lofts a little bit too much. Joseph makes a play on it, runs back. I know I'm probably not getting it all the way. I just want to get as far down the field because his defense played really well so far. And we'll look, and Reddick, the rookie, gets a little pressure on it. I don't even know if he affects the pass, but I swear, yeah, he does. He affects it a little bit to get a loft on it. Go down here, like I said, 17-14 at this point. And here we go. If I'm not mistaken, this is either a slant or like a... I can't remember what they call it. It's like a 6-yard in route. It is like 6-yard in route. And Cooper just gets it. And he just outruns them. Dives for the end zone. It's a horrible dive. Big touchdown there. It puts me up 21-17. 2 minutes left, man. Honestly, it's horrible time management. First down. I get it to 2-minute warning. Honestly, I hate to say you should never turn down a touchdown, but you really want to run more clock there, especially since he's already done the 2 timeouts. But he gets the ball back. He gets 24-yard return, 8-yard run or 8-yard pass, 9-yard pass, knocked down. McLaurin for a 20-yard pass. Hey, McLaurin, if you play him twice a season like I do, he just becomes a nightmare. There he is right there. I'm actually guarding him with Van Der Esch here, and I know I am. Look at this. Look how overplayed I do. I try to cut him. Can't do it. He breaks the tackle. Yeah, oh, my God. And then my safety comes out of nowhere and puts a hit on him, but by that point, he already got an extra 15 yards. We'll go down here, 3rd and 2. Man, I really need to stop here. It's just a good pass. It's a good read. I'm playing with Van Der Esch there, and with that, if I'm going to say, what's he run right here? The McLaurin, you can't leave him open. He's running the post route. I try to follow him to right where I'm at right there. Honestly, he probably could hit McLaurin for a touchdown right there. But he does hit short and get the first down. He gets 7 yards. He gets 6 yards. Incomplete. 3rd and goal with 5 seconds left, man. 5 seconds left. And I run a cover 1, man. And, man, he just makes a hell of a play. Back shoulder pass on the second-year player, Trayvon Diggs. Heck of a one. I think maybe if I'd have like real cover, like the cover 2 man, maybe the safety plays there, but I think the safety's going to stay with that 45 right there, 46. Was that 45? 46. But, I mean, this is just a hell of a pass. He throws it in anticipation of the receiver going to make a play for him. Just a back shoulder fade, honestly. He doesn't quite get to the back shoulder, but just a hell of a play. Right before the half, it's ballsy. Instead of taking the field goal, being down by 1, he does that. And he's up by 3 going in the second half. And okay, there's no replay for that. Didn't even nothing but a sack and fumble that I got back. He kicks off. 2nd and 5. Let me see what Cooper does here. 11-yard pass to Cooper. Just like a 6-yard in route. His whole team just dropped back, almost like a cover 4 defense. I'm not really sure what he was in there. Got a holding call on the next play. Zeke runs. Pollard runs. I get on the other side of the field. Like I said, this kind of ballsy because if I turn it over here, he gets the ball in good position. I decided to roll the dice. I decided to go for it. Right off the bat, I see a matchup with Lamb and Jarwin with one guy guarding them, but I do see Chase Young and Sweat on the edges. So if I hold the ball in too long here, I'm screwed. Zeke, Cooper on the left, Pittman on the outside. And he goes with Lamb. And I just have to run across the field with Zeke. I know he's trying to take away a deep ball there. I honestly don't even think he's really worried about. He just doesn't want to give up the deep one here. You can see this. He's in a zone. I can just pick him poison there. I go with Jarwin. I figure he just a little more sure-handed. We'll get it here. I think, like I said, at this point it's 21-24. He's up by 3. 3rd and 3 here. Honestly, I called a run coming out of the huddle here. I'm almost certain he's in cover 1 or cover 3. I'll be able to tell you here in a second. I probably could tell you if I just can't remember from the game. Sorry, this is just too many beers deep. I recognize here that. And like I said, I do this for, if some people want to look at stuff, how they can call stuff. I'm not perfect by any means. If you want to watch somebody pass the ball, you should probably watch Rob instead of me pass the ball. You can look here, cornerbacks are playing, what's that, 8 yards off the ball, 8 yards on this side, 8 yards on that side, one safety high. He's got a safety right behind Sweat on the outside. I read that, and I'm like, you know, shit, if I run the ball here, he stopped me pretty much all game. He's got 8 man versus my 6 blockers, or 7 blockers if you count my fullback. Hey, let's just take a shot and see what we can do here. Cooper's, that's what we pay him all the money for. Play over here. Actually, he's using that cornerback. And like I said, I just see a matchup and hope that it works. Cooper makes a good break on the ball. Rob does actually a really good job to right here. He kind of gets turned around just enough. I'm throwing it right before he breaks. Cooper, I know, has got that animation where he's going to tiptoe. Johnson 0, Zeke 1 yard. I'm trying to see what does... Oh, I know what he does here. This is a double running back crosser. I'm actually looking for Pittman first. I look for Pittman. Pittman is not open. I try to match up with that linebacker right there. I really want to get in there on that one. But I know he's matching with linebacker. Pollard's my best receiving back. And Zeke does what he does. I run into this defense right here. It's almost like a 3-4 bear, but the linebackers are a little more spread out. And I just get lucky. I just hit that hole right there and get in the thing. And Zeke, that's just what you pay Zeke for. He's got to finish those plays. Right here, Dwayne Haskins, 3rd and 4. I'm thinking to myself, I got to make a stop here. I'm up 28-24. You need a big play. That is Moss. That's me using. He does a really good job. I try to bump coverage him a little bit. I did a hand motion there like y'all could actually see my hands moving. Louise, you're not going outside. It's raining. Right here, I try to bump him. Bump. Perfect throw. I mean, literally perfect throw. Right on him. You can't ask much better than that. That's a hell of a play. 1st and 10 from the 28, 29. Goes to Sims here. Play action. Man, that's a hell of a play. That is a hell of a play. My safeties, I mean, I get what I want. If I'm not mistaken, I'm in a cover... I think I'm in a cover... No, I'm not in a cover 1. I'm not honestly 100% sure. Story for another day. He gets -1 yard next play. He gets -1 yards the next play. I think this is the one, if I'm not mistaken. It is. He throws it away on 3rd and goal. This one right here, man. This takes a lot of balls. 4th and 5 in the 4th quarter. You can go for it. Hey, he's down 28-24. He can go for it. This takes balls, man. A lot of people would kick the field goal here, down by 1. Hope that if worst case they get a touchdown, they're down by 8 going into it. I know a lot of guys would. I think I called a cover 2, and he hit right down the seam, and he took a freaking hit on the ball. You can see it, cover 2. And he takes a hit from Xavier Woods. That's what I paid Woods to do. Just a hell of a catch by the tight end. I get the ball back. Like I said, at this point I'm down 31-28. I think this is a PA crossing route. A deep crosser. Get him on man. That's what I paid Cooper to do. Cooper should get open majority of the time on that type of play. It's a shot play. I'm hoping he doesn't blitz, because if he blitzes, I'm kind of screwed on that play. Zeke gets 14-yard run. 2nd 10, Lamb gets a 13-yard play here. I think this is a drag route. I run a run formation out of the same formation. I kind of hope that I catch people off guard, because Lamb goes in motion on both those plays. And right here, 3rd and 7, I know I'm only down by 3. What you do, guys, right here, you just don't want to turn the ball over. Worst case, you come away with 3 points. Worst case, you tie the game. Just don't want to turn the ball over. So you either look for a safe pass, or you're throwing it away, and you're going to tie the game. It's a double dig route. 15, if I'm not mistaken, I think 15 goes an out route. Lamb goes, out route. Lamb goes in route, right at the goal line, and Cooper goes in route like 4 yards deep. And then, of course, Zeke goes out. I hit him right there on the goal line. I'm not sure what Perriman runs there. Let me see what Perriman runs. So he runs the corner route, and Perriman runs an M route, which kind of almost screws you. It brings the defender to you. 31 or 35 could have knocked his block off, knocked him out. So at that point, I'm up 31 or 31. let's see, 38-38. Sorry, guys, 28-24. 31-24 or 31-28. Is it 31-35? Yeah, 31-35. There you go. Get the ball, tish back, 7-yard run, 1-yard run. Right here, 3rd and 3, another one. I'm almost certain if he gets it, he's going for it anyway. It's a heck of a play. I'm on him too with Van Der Esch. I try to reach out. I honestly just try to knock the ball away. I tried to R1 it. Didn't work. He gets past me. First down. Incomplete, -1 yard. 3rd and 11. I call cover 4. I remember this play specifically. He finds the dead spot. I find cover 4 right here. The guy just stops. That's what you do as zone. You find the empty spot and you just stop. Sit there. Perfect pass. Great pass by Rob. 11-yard run. Haskins, 28. If I'm not mistaken, this is the one. It was really frustrating because I got a good hit on him and he broke 3 tackles. McLaurin. That's why you're paying the big money. Right here. 3 tackles. He does get the shit knocked out of him at the end, but at that point, damage is done. 3 yards. And right here, let's see if they're going to show me the play. They're not. Well, Gibson gets in there for a touchdown. I'm down by 3 here. Kickoff, 10 yards, 8 yards. CeeDee Lamb for 11. Pittman for 12. Let me see what Pittman does here. Where's he at? Right there on the outside. Like a slant route. I'm kind of going no huddle here. Like I said, I don't really feel super comfortable about it. CeeDee Lamb, the drag route. 3rd and 5, get to Jordan. That would have been nice to see that play. 1 yard. I kicked the field goal to go into overtime. With 5 seconds left, I know a lot of people probably say that that's pretty conservative. Or with 8 seconds left, pretty conservative. I just can't afford to take a sack. His defensive line is great. I just cannot afford to take a sack there. Overtime kickoff, 10-yard run by Pollard, 2-yard run by Pollard. Knocked away, 3rd and 8. I hit Cooper. Let's see what this play is. I think it's an in route, a deep in route. Cooper gets first down, 15-yard run by Zeke, 13-yard run by Pollard, 2-yard run. CeeDee Lamb for 18. Let's see what's that play. We just go to Zeke's play. And they won't show it. Zeke ran the ball in from 2 yards out, 3rd and goal. I'm running the ball there. He's done called 1 timeout. I'm making him call a 2nd timeout. I just can't afford to pass in this situation. And luckily, Zeke gets that animation where he just kind of rolls in the end zone. Touchdown. Great game. It really was a hell of a game. A lot better than our last game. I know Rob was really frustrated about our last game. Just Madden just gave him bullshit all game. This came a lot better. You can see by the scores by quarter there. I'm pointing at it, even though you can't see me. First quarter, second quarter, nobody ever gets any separation. And that's just the kind of game you want. That's the kind of game you get here in the OMFL. Great game by great rivalry. And I can tell you the Washington football team will be fighting for a playoff spot next season. All right, guys, that's it. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. I'm going to drink this last beer, and I'm probably going to call it a night. Y'all take it easy.